This next video is functionally similar to the previous one. We're still just pulling spot prices, but the main difference is it's way faster now. So you can see on 8 and 9, there's a couple more imports. We're using async, and that's going to just allow for concurrent price retrievals. So when we jump over to 45, you can see the get price function has async in front of it, and it's using session.get. So you can kind of see why I was going with the name and the price, because once we get down to get all prices, it will basically put everything in a dictionary. You can see on line 64. And that's pretty much the main difference here. It runs way faster. I'll just run it a few times. Like on the slow end, it will be a few seconds, but usually it's like a second and change. And yeah, so 1.97. Let's do it a couple more times just in case. That was, yeah, 1.5 seconds, and one more. Okay, and we also know that from the very first video, I mean, 1.5 seconds of that is basically just pulling the asset name, so the price updates are really good. So once the machine learning modeling, the TA indicators, all that stuff is done, then the very last thing we would do would be to pull the prices, because that's what we're going to measure the future price movements by. So this should really say like trade prices or prices at time of trade, basically. But we'll just go back to the file. I can write that, it doesn't matter. And I went ahead and got rid of the error handling for invalid prices, because really it's not an error once we have it in get all prices, because it will just have price as none if there is one of those issues. So I may kind of tweak that a little bit further, but for right now the prices are all pulling, so we'll kind of, I'll see what happens with that. But I also want to show you that not all of these prices are going to be, like all these assets are going to be in the actual final model. Like if I search for 1.0, we can see that there's going to be USDC in there and 0.99. That's going to have a couple stable coins right there too. So the last thing I need to do is send a bunch of candlesticks to machine learning models with stable coins, because those don't really move. And so this 121 is going to kind of get filtered down some more. But for right now, we're not pulling any candlestick data. That'll probably be the next thing I do, actually. But I think that's about it. Yeah, that's pretty much good to go.